Live.
Yeah. I wonder why you're so interested in the Seraphon all of a sudden.
I don't know. That was a private conversation between me and the Discord.
The Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds is yelling at me right now.
Ah,
There we go.
I like those Deadpool movies. Cash S, hello.
Hey.
Let's see, what do I need? What do I need? I need white paint.
Of course you need white paint. Continuing a little bit more work on the old Gretchies. Little.
I went to the bookstore today, and I did not get a Seraphon battle tome, but I did get some
So
40k
used bookstore?
used bookstore, and I got some 40k books from 1992.
Oh wow. I saw that you put something in the Discord. I didn't look at it too closely.
Yeah. Cash S. What have you painted on him so far? This. I painted his body and I base coated his flesh, his fleshy bits, his head, his feet. But that's it.
Ooh woo, lucky bat. Ooh woo. Ooh woo bat.
Not find a white paint. Did I leave it on the table somewhere?
The white paint has gone missing. I bet it's where you last left it. I would say that's probably a safe bet. Warhammer 40k. I can't believe you're painting after that week. We're both still painting.
Xenobiku!
Both still painting away.
Warhammer 40k. Oh yeah, never ever stop painting.
Never not painting.
I was watching a Dana Howell video and she talked about how her hobby streak is at like 70 some days, and I'm like, my hobby streak is like 4 years.
Yeah, it's at recently. It's like I think her hobby streak's like 200 something. It's a lot. So I see her post on Instagram shows what day she's on. Here, let's see the official hobby streak.
I don't have an official hobby streak. I just know that I do it every day, always.
Well, it doesn't count then.
That's true. TK's 3D prints. Ooh, TK's 3D prints. I'm glad you're on. I got some. Today I went to a secondhand bookstore and I got some 40k books from 1992. And they're a lot of fun. They got the old metal models in there. The old metal dreadnought that looks like a Teletubby. A wonderful picture of an orc mega gargant. Which there was never a model for. You just had to build one out of cardboard.
thin air. Her hobby streak is at 732 days.
Oh, 700. Okay, I was way off.
It's a lot of days.
That's true. I guess it depends on what you count as hobby.
She does. It seems like she does it for like an hour a day.
Oh, that's really good. Because I don't know if I've never ever. Well, actually, I know for a fact that when I was, I couldn't have been doing any hobby stuff sometimes because I was working, but.
Well, if it's not on the gram, it doesn't count.
Mm-hmm. I do remember,
as they always say.
when I was assistant designing that show in Sullivan, Illinois. I do remember sitting in my crappy motel room watching 40k videos on my laptop.
That's amazing.
So I'm gonna say that counts.
Yeah. And you literally could not do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a week of like 12-hour days.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how that place is doing.
Oh, yeah. That place doesn't exist anymore.
I know they had been saving money so that they could build a new
We all went away.
so that they could build a new costume shop and a scene shop.
Yeah, they're not doing that anymore.
I remember when I was working there was literally a hole in the ceiling. Just a hole. You look up, there's probably like a 3-foot just hole in the ceiling of the scene shop. And there was a huge rainstorm.
Yep. Yeah, that's legal.
They were just they put out a bucket at first, but then they just let it flood.
Z Newbie Q, were you assistant or assistant to the assistant?
It was a crappy. Well, I mean, it wasn't crappy. It was a very, very nice little theater. But no, I was the assistant to the designer, and I feel like I did more work.
Yes, well,
because he got sick halfway through, and so I had to do everything.
Some say he's still sick to this day.
Yeah, they were running some sort of a scheme down there because I was talking with some of the other stitchers, and they make like $200 a week.
Yeah,
but they get crappy room and sometimes like board on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the old times, like when you owe your soul to the company store.
Yeah.
You just get paid in Sullivan, Illinois bucks.
Yeah.
The Mormons were making, or not the Mormons, that they don't live in Sullivan. The Amish. The Amish were making more money than we were.
Oh yeah. But who was happier?
That's true. The Amish. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Amish are having a great time. I didn't know this, but the Amish can shop at Dollar General. Because I was shopping at Dollar General, and a horse and buggy rolled up, and the Amish came in and they bought a bunch of Hostess products.
Yeah, of course. That's in their rules or whatever. Mm-hmm. You can shop at Dollar General.
You have to get there by horse, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, can they get a DVD copy of Step Brothers and
they're
whatever else you need?
They're playing around with the rules, I would say.
I think so. TK's 3D print. Spent most of the night trying to chase down the Chaos Chariot so I could find what parts came with it. Only found one on eBay, and it was a conversion. Wah, 40k. Seems like most mini painters need motivation. They always make videos about it. Keep it up, boys. That's very true. The hot video a little while ago was how to deal with hobby burnout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you just
I think
paint
it's having
faster.
I think it's having friends.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. A
think
big
that's a
part of
big-
it is having friends.
Mhm.
Like
If you're doing it by yourself, and if
Oh
you're
yeah,
like, I think,
just stop.
yeah, I think Jay and I are a little more competitive though.
That's
Like
true.
when you were painting something, I'm like, I want to see how good I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that makes it a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
Where they were like, maybe you saw my battle wagon, you're like, oh, I
Mm-hmm.
see, and then maybe you paint some chaos plague, whatever the hell's.
Yeah.
And I think that's a little bit
Had to
that's
show my
fun.
authority.
Exactly.
I also peed all over his house.
Yeah, which is a little insane, but um, yeah. When are you gonna clean it up?
Yeah, just put on a little sawdust. I know Miniac said in one of the Trapped Under Plastics that like he hasn't like painted for fun in like 7 years or something,
Hmm.
which I think he was exaggerating because he's also like entered painting competitions and stuff, which I don't think those were video paint jobs. Although maybe he doesn't consider that like pure for fun competition
Hmm.
pieces.
Hmm. Joey Flores. Also, is it heresy if I watch both the EOB and Howl streams?
Does she stream? I didn't know that. I'll check out her streams. Unless they're
We'll
right
start
during ours.
we'll start watching her streams during our stream.
Yeah.
And that's what our stream will be.
Everyone's getting in on the stream game. This is our territory.
She's streaming now. She's streaming right now.
Is she really? Gosh darn it. I can't even watch it. Does she leave him up or does she take him down and put him on Patreon like Miniac?
I'm watching her stream.
What do I gotta put on? I have pigment. For some reason, I have pigment powder all over my hands. I'm gonna real quick go put on a glove.
Ah, that's a weird thing to do. I don't know why you'd have pigment powder all over your hands. She working on a candy cane?
Yeah. All right. What we lack in production value, quality content, and camera quality, we make up for in doing it every single night.
Yeah. Lucky that she's opening a candy cane. Yes, apparently Dana Howell's opening a candy cane right now.
Yeah.
She's talking with people, I think. I don't have the sound on. But it's very funny. I don't know. She's like working on. I don't know if it's modular or it's like a bunch of panels that make terrain or something. I don't really know what it is.
Oh, I wonder if it's the
It probably is.
Kickstarter stuff from Black Magic Craft. Not from Black Magic Craft. Black Magic Craft used it in a video.
Mm. Jerry Flores. Don't know. She's just working on Spray Today. Said she maybe do them more when she feels like it. I also think the streams help us work on it every day too.
Yeah.
Because you have to for an hour no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And what else are you gonna do?
Yeah. I mean, the streams definitely are what made me paint different models. Because if I paint something for my army, I'm just gonna be annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
But if I just paint random stuff, then
Mm-hmm.
there's no I don't know, care.
Yeah.
And it unlocks hidden talent because I have to try stuff.
It's very true. All right. See ya, Cash Ass.
She has 160 people watching her stream. You guys are slacking. I know. I know.
All right, we're gonna end all of the streams.
Yes.
Because of Dr. Trokel being mean.
Mm-hmm. It's again what we lack in quality, we make up for in.
Burps.
So anyway.
I don't know.
Throw down.
Hold on. Yep. Hold
Throw
on.
down
Let me
the-
go get my 140 alts.
Yeah. Throw down the
Perfect.
basing challenge. If she makes a better base, she gets to stream these hours. Otherwise, you guys keep it.
Yeah, I like it.
Aquino Quinones. Where did the idea of the patriotic patriarch come from? The red will eventually become pink. TK's 3D prints just sent a photo of the models on Twitter. Should have more figures to add to the picture. This is my shelf of shame. I wonder what would you guys like to see, like improve on these streams. I know way back we were talking about adding a little musical track. Maybe I could get a something more interesting going with the face cam.
I think completely nude would help.
Completely nude. Me, and I'd only paint nude models.
I mean, you could get those the slave models with the big dongs.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys like the 1 hour a day, or I mean, I know we have we have a lot of fun on the long streams. Obviously, we can't do the long streams every day, but I don't know what to put. I mean, it would be sick to have the Tyranid standing on a broken down Statue of Liberty, like Planet of the Apes. You monsters! You ruined it! Ah! And I didn't put my phone on silent.
That's the picture from TK's 3D prints. No, we need to keep something for the Patreon only streams. That's true. I guess we can't be nude on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Can't just have a straight dong.
Ooh. It's open. It's a lot of minis. Wow.
That is a lot of minis.
I see some orcs, a couple of gene stealers, some skeletons of maybe a vampire. Neat. And a little Groot figure in the background. TK's 3D prints. Format is fine. I like the format, although I'd like to change some things. But I would also like to improve and grow. That'd be kind of fun.
Henry, Discord community monthly reviews or challenges? That would be something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to put. You can do more challenges, like a 1 hour start to finish model stream.
I did a 3 hour start to finish model once for Halloween, while having some water to drink.
Yep. I had a little water today. If you know what I mean.
Dr. Chokel. Jay, do you plan to get acrylic poisoning wearing the gloves? Oh no, there's no winning.
Lucky bad. I think that Nick is also here could be a bit more prominent.
You know what? I can do something about that. There we go. All right, don't you guys even worry.
I can't wait to see it in a few seconds. There it is. And Nick is also big.
Kinones, can you stream for OnlyFans? Is OnlyFans streams or clips? Or can it be either, I guess?
I think you can do anything.
Who has an OnlyFans account who can tell us?
And we know a lot of you guys do.
Now center it in frame so we can't see the model. I could turn on the does anybody remember the rainbow stream banner I made?
Oh my gosh.
That was universally panned. I could turn that back on. I have it saved.
We should because we've been talking about like how our shelves have that shadowy design on the bottom and then up. That would be kind of a cool thing to bring into a whatever that's called. GK's 3D prints. Only reason I know about OnlyFans is one of my female mates is on it. Amazing. And okay, yeah. I don't know if I have any more questions. I think TK's 3D prints is on it. Yeah, one of my female friends. She posted the link by mistake. Yeah, by mistake.
Kinones. Mistake. Sounds like advertising. What if we got like a cooler person to say my lines for the live streams?
Say your
lines? Like, yeah, like I'll just write down whatever I'm gonna say, and then like somebody with like a cool Morgan Freeman voice narrates it. And now he applies the
Hi, I'm Brent from Goobertown Hobbies, and I'm going to narrate this live stream.
Brent was on. Brent showed up one night.
He did.
For minutes.
For minutes. No, he was on for a long time.
He was.
He was on for a lot longer than he should have been. It was really, really fun. We should have guests. That'd be kind of fun.
Nick's the first guest.
Yes, and the only guest, and the only fan.
Ryan Sargent, hello, finally catching you guys live. Great content. Thanks, Ryan Sargent.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right, maybe, do I put a little pink on the head? No, not yet. Ooh, you know what I will do, though? I think I will put purple on the head. That's what I'll do. I'll do a little royal purple.
Oh, I love royal purple. That's one of my favorite purples. And, I mean, yeah. Royal blue is my favorite blue.
Aquino Quinones, is Nick a guest star or a co-host? When does he get a paycheck?
Yeah. No, I would say I'm a co-host. But wouldn't it be fun if there was another person sometimes, maybe? That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
We are doing a podcast soon. Not
ours,
us together.
Yeah.
Like, we're doing a different one. Somebody invited us.
Yeah. Again, we've been on a podcast before.
That's true. We were on Listening to Paint Dry with Mike and Dan. We're going to be on another one.
It's Joe Rogan.
Yep.
He's gonna teach us how to do keto.
And jujitsu. And how to hunt our own elk.
Yeah.
A lot of learning. Newbie cute. Not even that would make me watch Joe Rogan. Keto or DMT? Why not both?
Aquino Quinones, what kinds of questions would you ask a guest? I think the important thing would be to research them extensively. That way you can ask like actually good questions.
Yes.
Otherwise, so what's your favorite paint?
Yes.
What's your army? Do you like Star Wars?
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably going to devolve into me arguing why the new Star Wars movies weren't that bad. But
of course.
Dr. Jokel, Rogan can also teach you about poor comedic timing. Oh, that's not true. Rogan's fine. Watched a couple of his specials. Cinebiki, what do you geek out about other than painting? Ah, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
For me, it's like everything. I was yesterday I was having trouble falling asleep, so I actually got one of my Star Wars source books from the 90s, and I read a few I read a few pages on like obscure Star Wars droids. And I remember because we were talking about the B. Omar monks yesterday, and it turns out, I don't know, because I was wondering how the B. Omar spider robot knows to go fetch a B. Omar brain, and the brains communicate with the B. Omar spider droids telepathically.
But
So I'm glad we got to the bottom of that. Otherwise, I don't know what we would have done.
And that's why you couldn't fall asleep. Because you just needed to know.
Dr. Drokel, what was that? One of the Star Wars books from West End Games? No, I think they're old. They're pre prequel or prequels. They're before episode 1 came out in 1999. So yeah, they're fun. The droid one is particularly fun because it's kind of written as if it's a real like trading manual for the buying and selling of droids. So they talk about like in the section about R2D2s, they talk about how there was a whole bunch of not R2s that were of like lower quality that flooded the market because of the success of the R2. And then with the success of the R2, they brought to market like a bunch other R2s that weren't as popular because they did two technical things. Dr. Drogo, telepathically, yes, monk magic. Exactly what I said yesterday. Yes, it is monk magic. Dr. Drogo,
Monk
West
magic.
End Games was before the prequels. Well, I don't think they say West End Games anywhere on them. It's like the Star Wars Essential Guide to Characters, Star Wars Essential Guide to Planets, Star Wars Essential Guide to Vehicles, Star Wars Essential Guide to Characters. Although a lot of it is technically, well, I mean, none of it. It's always been loose canon stuff that wasn't in a movie.
They call that loosey-goosing with the story.
Yeah. Aquino Quinones. What's the most obscure Star Wars lore you know? Holy cow, I don't even know. I know a lot of stuff about the costumes. That's pretty obscure.
I mean, you just said that R2 fact. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Trying to throw a little color, a little hint of color on there just to make it not perfect. If you look at a lot of the paintings of Gene Stealers and the drawings of Gene Stealers, there's actually a lot of colors involved.
We call that adding some zest to
Yeah.
your model.
Little salt to taste.
Exactly.
Ryan Sargent. Oh, up until the prequels, Owen Lars was supposedly Obi-Wan's brother. Now we know the truth. He's just some guy. Yeah, remember when everyone was willing to put up with a whole bunch of BS because of the prequels? But now no one's willing to put up with anything with the sequels?
Yeah, well, because they're bad, obviously.
Yeah, Padme can die of sadness, but Rey can't know how to have heard about a mind trick before.
That sounds pretty wizard.
It's pretty wizard, Annie. Dr. Druckle. Oh, okay. The books you're talking... I know the books you're talking about. When you said source books, my brain immediately went to RPG stuff. Yeah, I probably used the wrong word. It's not source book. It's essential guides. Kino Quinones, did Luke and Leia date in the cheap sequel they were planning to make until Star Wars made stupid money? I think there was some sexual tension, but I don't think they dated. I do know exactly what you're talking about. There was a cheap sequel book in the works because George Lucas was very worried that Star Wars wasn't going to do well, and he was hoping that if there was a sequel that didn't have some of the more expensive characters in it, like Harrison Ford and Obi-Wan, and Darth Vader, then they could do it much cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
But then Star Wars made what, $771 million.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they were barely scraping by. I'm still big.
Dr. Joko. Padme didn't die of sadness. Many people lose the will to live, unfortunately. Sure. We'll go with that. It was brilliant. Dr. Joko. Was the book you're referring to Splinter of the Mind's Eye? Yes! Yes, it was. And Darth Vader is in that, actually, now that I think about it. The reason Padme died is because she's not in the next movie. Brian Sargent. My only problem with the sequels is that they take place all in the span of a little over a year. The government changes hands like 3 times. That's very true, Ryan Sargent. Holy cow. I think it is rough. Episode 8 coming right off of Episode 7. I think the old movies were each, I think they were 3 years apart in real time, but I think they were 3 years apart in, like, movie time, too. And it kind of gives them a little bit of breathing room. Characters can have grown a little, changed a little, learned some stuff. Yeah. And I think that was super helpful.
Mm-hmm.
There was some time passage between 8 and 9, which is kind of nice. Mm-hmm. Rey trains with Leia a little bit. And so that was kind of nice. But yeah, if you're gonna do that, I wonder if that's considered, like, in screenwriting, like a real dick move. You end your movie without a sequel planned, with, like, just a really forced ending, where it's like, because it was really dramatic, leaving Rey holding the lightsaber out to Luke Skywalker on a cliff, but they didn't really plan ahead what that would mean.
Yes. And they're like, okay, well, now I have to figure this all out.
And then poor Rian Johnson, who's brilliant. Knives Out, I think, is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my entire life. But, yeah, he had a different vision. They should have just kept it with probably one person, or maybe the same team, at least.
Same team. Bam.
Kino Quinones. Rey knowing stuff is fine. The Emperor surviving in the middle of nowhere, totally unknown, and building a secret empire was a little much for me to get on board. Yep, that is true. I think, though, he was doing a lot of the building through Snoke. So. But, yeah, they never quite explained it. And it kind of doesn't need to be explained. It kind of makes sense without it. Just like how it kind of makes sense if Rey isn't a Palpatine. Yeah, very odd. The thing for me, though, is Star Wars has never been about, like, a beautifully crafted narrative. It's always been about the moments and the fun and the action.
Fun?
So, like,
what does this word mean?
Like, for me, 7 is a perfect movie. But for me, 8, even though 8 has tons of flaws in it, there's so much, like, amazing stuff in that movie. Like when Luke and Kylo face off in the salt flats in front of the Imperial Armada. I mean, it's kind of worth it for me, just seeing how cool that moment is. Or the opening of the film with the bombing run and seeing Rose Tico's sister catch the detonator, the bomb doors, and opening them up so that the bombs could destroy the dreadnoughts and save the fleet.
Except bombs wouldn't go down, so
They would go down. She fell down in the ship, therefore the bombs would fall down in the ship.
yeah, but that's not how space works. So it just ruined it for me completely. I've always felt like they were just fun, silly movies.
Yeah.
And I'm very wrong in my opinion.
Yes, you are, and you should feel bad. They've all been they've all been The Godfather up until now.
Mm-hmm.
Zataku, I thought Last Jedi was fantastic, but to each his own. Yes, I really, really, really dig half of 8. The other half I don't love kind of at all, but the stuff I like in 8 I like really hard. And 9, even though 9 kind of has some real rough stuff in it, like the Emperor coming back and Rey being a Palpatine, it also has a lightsaber fight through the Force connection between Rey and Kylo. That's one of the most gorgeous things ever Star Wars'd.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it has some really, really sweet stuff in it. Dr. Jokel, Knives Out is a knockoff of Clue and a movie from the 70s called Murder by Death, but it was an enjoyable watch overall. I mean, it's in the same vein as those movies, but I think it goes off on its own enough, and it's just so beautifully written and performed. Holy cow. Like, that's one of those movies I feel lucky I got to see. Oh, Laura Dern. Speaking of 8, I love Laura Dern, but holy cow. They kind of did her dirty with Vice Admiral Holdo.
Yeah.
Like, we already like Poe Dameron. We don't know this person.
Yeah. Yep. Immediately right away you hate her.
Mm-hmm.
Poe Dameron.
Yeah, she's mean to Poe.
I like Poe.
Mm-hmm. Pokemon.
Yeah, gotta catch them all.
Poe Dameron.
Poe Dameron.
And I do like, at the end of the movie, I didn't love it in theater because I thought it was a little hokey. But I do like it at the
you probably flicked off the screen.
Yeah. But at the end of the movie, I now like the little kid who has the Force. Because what it means is that anybody can have the Force. And it's kind of, what's funny about Star, it reinforces that Rey is a nobody. But that she can have the Force and be a Jedi and be a hero. Okay, of course they then backpedaled on that in 9, but it was cool while it lasted in 8.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it would be really cool to talk to children about this, because I wonder if little kids dig these movies.
I liked the prequels when I was a kid.
Yeah, me too. Go home, take the broom off the broomstick and play lightsaber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Star Wars isn't for kids, obviously. So I don't even know why you would think such a thing.
Znibiq, you know what we need? Pink beehive hair. That's Star Wars, right? Stupid hair. Yeah, I think the costume design in general was kind of bad throughout the movies. Mm-hmm. Like, Rey is in the same costume for 3 movies.
Mm-hmm.
What? And like and she's not in the same outfit, but every outfit she has is a very slight deviation from her classic outfit. Why? Who's getting these outfits for her? In the trilogy, Leia was often wearing white, but her costume always made sense.
Mm-hmm.
But Rey has a little bit of an action figure thing going on. Like she's got her costumes often incorporate like bandage wraps on her arms and legs, and kind of a crisscrossing feature,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks great.
Yeah, I mean that's theater school costume design.
Mm-hmm.
How do we show that she's changed over time, but she's still the same? She always wears blue,
Mm-hmm.
but she wears a different dress in every scene.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always blue.
Yeah, and also like I think the movie wants you to not trust her, because why else would the second in command be wearing like a prom dress and pink hair?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it'd be one thing if she had, a cool looking outfit with a bunch of medals and stuff. Because that would be like the costume enforcing the idea that she's a general and she probably knows what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't do that. And I don't know if maybe we didn't get the whole plan with her or what, because it is a little awkward. But the hyperspace ram is pretty sweet.
That was pretty sweet.
Pretty cool looking.
Especially with the radio in the background that we got to hear it with.
In the theater, the guy sitting next to me was listening to the radio on headphones.
It's awesome. It's so funny. You just looked over with all the anger in your heart.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Jokel. You hate her because she sucks. If she had told the plan to everyone, it would have been fine, and I wouldn't have had to watch space horses be rescued from a space casino. Yeah, it's tricky.
You hate her because she sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Jokel. Rey is in the same outfit, just slightly different each time. It's like she has all this strife going on in her life, but she still has time to see her space designer for new clothes.
Yep.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just a situation of you can't plan for perfection. You can't write a script in 4 months before the movie starts production. Probably that one.
That one.
I think Disney did accelerate the timeline. I think they were gonna have a 5-year production schedule for 7, and then they shortened it to 3.
Mm-hmm. We could have waited a little. That might have been okay.
Mm-hmm. One thing I think was a little sad was how the Knights of Ren got Boba Fetted a little bit. Super cool looking costumes, but they didn't really end up having much to do in the movies because I guess no director really wanted to do anything with them.
Mm-hmm.
But
whoops.
Overall, it's fine. It's all fine.
No. It sucks. It's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of sucks and horrible, I've been watching a little bit more of Disenchantment.
Ooh.
I've been really enjoying it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's not good, but it's like, it's, I don't know how to talk about it, but I do like the show.
I do too. I wish it was better.
Mm-hmm.
I think little things they could do that just make it infinitely better.
Yes.
Like shorten each episode by a few minutes.
They do let the jokes hang.
Mm-hmm.
Like it almost reminds me of like, should I be applauding here, or Like, are they waiting for me to finish laughing and then we jump on to the next thing?
Mm-hmm.
And no, you don't need to do that. We can just keep moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel like a modern. It doesn't feel like modern in terms of the storytelling. I obviously understand it's a fantasy world a long time ago, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
in
like
a galaxy far, far away.
Exactly. But I think like they should look at Rick and Morty for like joke structure and how that works.
Yeah.
They tell a joke, move on, tell a joke, move on. Like they go quickly through it, where they don't let the jokes hang very much. But Disenchantment, and I think that's like Matt Groening's style a little bit, is he lets it just hang just a little longer than it needs to be sometimes. But I think it's worse. Like he does it. It's worse in Disenchantment than it is in like Futurama or Simpsons. ZNWQ. I also wish Disenchantment was better, but also have enjoyed the couple episodes of season 3 I've watched. Yeah, I don't know what episode I'm on. Like 3? Or maybe I watched 3. Now I'm going to be on to 4. I mean, I feel like this season's better than the last one.
Dr. Jokel, the thing that makes me maddest, that I defended Disney when the movies were originally announced. I said that they would knock it out of the park, just like with Marvel. They're going to kill it. So wrong. See, it takes me a lot to get mad. And I don't think I can ever get mad at Star Wars.
Like a man listening to the radio in a movie theater.
Aquino Quinones. Mediocre means watchable and somewhat enjoyable. See, for me, I think mediocre is like bad. I think that's what I would put in the mediocre bin. Like, somewhat enjoyable means somewhat enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Tiki3 Prince. Have you seen Star Trek Lower Decks? No, but I am on season 3 of Star Trek The Next Generation, and I'm loving it. Fantastic.
Dr. Droko, Futurama for the most part is a masterpiece. Yes, except for the movies. The movies suck. You haven't seen the movies.
I have not.
The movies aren't great. I feel like. You know how you say Disenchantment's a little too long?
Mm-hmm.
Movies are too long. They're way too long. And I don't know. It's a weird format for that show to be in.
I haven't seen much of any Star Trek. Just I'm on season 3 of The Next Generation, and I like Picard. I like Data. I love seeing the costumes change. They were really tight in season 1, and then they were slightly looser in season 2, and now we're in season 3 and they're baggy.
Nah.
And I wonder if the costume changes because Riker's getting a little tubby. I love Whoopi. Whoopi Goldberg's in the show. Geordie LaForge.
Back.
Ryan Sargent. During the midnight premiere of episode 1, the guy next to me took a phone call, and I threw his phone into the hallway area heading out. Got applause.
Oh.
Wow, that maybe, you know what though? Maybe there's a horrible story behind that though. Like, I'm guessing a douche doesn't go to like the midnight premiere, Like, what if he had just found out like his sister had the baby or something?
I love.
Like, what if you ruined his
Oh my
life?
God. that'd be insane.
You need to come home right now. Your father's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, 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 dun.
And I threw his phone into the hallway area heading out. And like, what did that guy do?
Yeah, did he like punch you in the face?
Yeah, because I would be like, what the fuck? I would
Pour,
just
pour,
be.
pour his coke into your lap.
Yeah, I would throw you into the to the hallway heading out. Jeez, that's amazing. That's a beautiful story. Yeah, he like just found out he has cancer.
No. Ryan Sargent, lol, he did nothing.
I would, you'd probably be so shocked
Yeah,
that
for
happened.
sure.
I love that so much. It's so good.
Dr. Jokel. Wait till you get to the end of season 3. Then remember that we had to wait a year to find out what happened next. I remember at the end of season 1, I think they were real worried about not getting picked up. Because it ends with like 3 action-packed, not very Star Trek-y episodes in a row. Oh, and I saw in season 2, I think I watched one, or I didn't even finish it. Apparently, one of the worst episodes of Star Trek ever made is called Shades of Grey, and it's a clip show. But it's a clip show where the vignette around it is so horrible. Every clip show is awful, but I don't know. I'm so glad they don't do them anymore. But
yes,
it was pretty bad. Yeah, that's definitely a thing that's kind of faded with time.
And that's fine.
I mean, they were so like even The Office did a clip show episode. Like it was just an expected thing with TV shows.
Mm-hmm. Used to get to be a lot lazy back then.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, you could not do that. You could not get away with that now.
No, holy cow! If you did a clip show episode, that's like like Tim Dillon will do a clip show episode. Dr. Jokel. 50 Shades of Grey was also pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I think I only saw the first half of it.
I mean, that's my favorite movie, so you guys are being a little bit mean.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I think it's a little hard to see on camera, but I think the glazing really did something nice.
Well, there you go.
Aquino Quinones. Eric Andre could probably get away with it.
Yeah. I loved when he went to the RNC. That was a wonderful experience.
Moment to cheer. Speaking of clip shows, I miss Saved by the Bell.
Ryan Sargent, you should do a clip show, but cut it off before the point of the clip is made. Perfect. Right when it's getting good, you jump to the next thing.
Hey guys, Jay here. Welcome to Eon's Battle, and in this
We cut together all of the hey guys, welcome to Eons of Battle. Then getting banned from the DNC before he even got there. And he had to interview randos on the street. Beautiful. Yeah. Amazing. Transition each clip with a burp. There you go.
Oh, we could. We have so many burps at this point.
I would say, Jay, when we're recording a voiceover for anything,
Yes.
at least one burp happens during a recording session. Like not a joke, not being a silly goose. 100% that's what happens.
Yep.
Z NewbieQ. Clip show vid when? Release the burp show, cowards.
All right, folks, it's about that time. But good progression on the Patriarch. I think I might work on the arms.
Ah.
What's fun is I have no idea what colors I used. I guess I could watch these videos to find out, but I won't. I'll just paint them to match.
All right. Very, very
there
cool.
You go, burp.
Yeah. We got a video out tomorrow.
Join
the Discord. Got a link in the descript. And, yeah. Patreon only stream tomorrow. Well, after the main stream.
Yeah.
So if you want to see us get nude or whatever, join the Patreon.
Yeah. And Dave Dogg's here. All right, good night, everyone.
Good night.